Hi everyone, Joy here. On my personal Facebook page the other day, I put my story of how the OFA have changed my life. And since then, I had quite a bit of messages coming in and asking me, Joy, what is the OFA? And I thought, you know what, it's hard to explain if you don't actually see things. I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to go into my platform, or should I say the ClickFunnels platform, and just show you guys quickly just what it is and what's the type of things that you've learned. And then you can see it's well worth the $100 that you spent on this course. And in saying like that, a lot of people say that they would even pay as much as $5,000 for this information. And yes, I agree on that statement. So let me share my screen with you guys. And also, you know what, we just have to say thank you for Russell and the team that they actually just charge $100, because it is crazy how little we pay for the stuff that we get. Now, I have done this OFA challenge twice, and I'm doing it again now. I'm currently in the August one, the 5th of August one. The next one is in the the 15th of September. So I think the 2nd of September one have started already. And now they're doing it every 2 weeks. So the only thing that is different, as I understand from the OFA, basically the community, is that they have made it in such a way so now they do the challenge more often, because it used to be only every couple of months. Now they do it more often, but they also it's more recorded videos, so there's not the live sessions isn't there anymore. But in saying that, you have a guy named Shane, absolutely great. He answers all the questions, and you still have all the value. Guys, the value does not go away. I still go back to these videos every other day, and I still watch them, and I still learn. Every time I watch some of these videos, I still pick up something and I still learn something. And the Facebook group, so how it works is, I just want to explain to you guys how this works. So you sign up to the challenge, you get access to the coaches and the videos and things like that. And instead of having the live training sessions, it is recorded training sessions. But because everybody really have the same type of questions throughout the challenges, because I did the challenge in February and I did the challenge now again in August, and it's really the same questions that people ask. So the chances are that the question that you ask, somebody already asked in one of the live versions, the live training sessions that Stephen does, or what Julie does. So it means that your question will be answered. And if your question is very unique, you just post it in a group. One of the people will definitely answer your question. But guys, seriously, the money that you spend on this is well worth it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to show you what exactly is in this challenge. So the first week we call the pre-training week. And it's really about you must believe. It's talking about failure. And guys, I just want to mention to you here is that when I started the very first OFA in February, well, they started it back in October. I think October was the very first one. But when I did mine in February, I had a lot of self-doubt, a lot. Okay, I did not feel comfortable with what I was doing in my business. I didn't feel comfortable in myself. I had a lot of doubt. And this specific, you must believe, that really knocked a lot of self-doubt off my shoulders. And it's because of this lesson. I won't say just this lesson, but this lesson has a big part in me being so confident in my business. It's also talking about failure, because up to that point in February, I had a lot of, and you guys can see here, there's Russell's videos and Stephen, and up into February, I failed a lot. I had a lot of business attempts that all basically failed. I spent a lot of money on affiliation products, and I actually tried a Facebook ad agency. I spent a lot of money, guys, on courses and all kinds of things, and I'm talking thousands, and nothing worked. I didn't make any money. And I felt like I was a complete loser. I really did. And this failure really was like, wow. And what the big takeout I had from this was to say that you actually need to fail to succeed. And as soon as I snapped that thought, wow, I actually started. And again, that really helped me a lot mentally, because it's a mental game. Being an entrepreneur is a big mental game. And that helped me a lot as well. And so the who, not the how. So as entrepreneurs, we tend to be very, I want to do everything myself, don't trust people. And in this video, or in this lesson, it's you should actually hire the who's, because then you can spend more time on making money in your business. And I have done that. And there's things in my business like Facebook advertising. If you don't know how to do Facebook advertising and it's going to take you 5 to 6 hours to figure it out, rather pay somebody $50 to do it. Sometimes when you start out, you don't have the money to pay somebody, then you kind of do have to. But as soon as you get to that point where you can pay something, do it. Okay, I personally, I just pay people to do my Facebook advertising if I have to. I know it so well, so it takes me very quick to do it. But there's other things that I do outsource that I really don't want to do by myself. Then the 10 secrets is really just, again, about, you know, it's that whole, how can I say this? This is it's making you believe that you can do this. Okay. And again, there's belief. So this whole this PT stands for pre-training. And this is just reconfirming that you can believe. And guys, this week changes a lot of things. If you don't pass this week, then you are going to struggle with the rest of the training. So you really need to get your mind in the right space to be able to do this. And then you've got, okay, then they give you catch-up days, they get you mission reviews days, and then this is where the good stuff comes. And now, I'm not saying pre-week is not good, but this is like where the actual training things comes in. And you learn about a hook, story, and offer. You know, that hook is something, you hook somebody into your business. That story is when you tell somebody, you know, how amazing your product is, and then the offer is that great offer that you give your client or your prospect that they would actually buy from you. And you can see here, Stephen is referring to the Expert Secrets book. It's my marketing Bible, guys. That and .com secrets. I've I have listened to the audiobooks and I have read these books numerous times. They do not get old. There's always something that I learn. The Greatest Showman is, again, Stephen's little video here, but you guys can see there's like hour videos here. There's like 40-minute videos here. You know, some videos are only a couple of minutes, some videos are like 5, some is like, but I mean, guys, the average is like 40 minutes and 50 minutes a video. That's a lot of value that gets shared. Okay, and the Greatest Showman is it's really just about putting offers together. Okay, and the same with offer sequencing. There's a lot of, this is basically offer week. And, you know, you learn about the written, the spoken, the physical, the other things that you put into your offer. It's amazing if you have the right offer, how much money you can charge. I don't want to spoil any of this because I really want you guys to do this. But in this, they talk about also your red ocean versus blue ocean strategy. There's also a book called, I think, the Blue Ocean Strategy or something like that. And it teaches you a lot about, you know, if you're in a red ocean, it's like basically see it as a market. Okay, so the red ocean is your market, and then in that market, everybody swims. So if I'm going to go and I sell a pen, there's going to be like 2,000 other people, potentially even more, that sells a pen. So how can I make this pen stand out and charge more than the other people? By creating an offer, a special offer. So I can create an offer to say that you can get 5 pens for $2, and with this pen I will give you a little notepad. Because think of it, when you have a pen, what is that thing, what is the problem with this pen? You know, the problem is it could leak, so you put it, you can sell something that has a cap on it or whatever, you know. So but this is a thing, I'm just using it as a silly example. But when you create a special offer, that is when you make money. And this week is all about offers, and well, not all about offers, but most of it is about offers. And I have learned so much about creating a good offer that it's actually mind-blowing. You know, it's really, really mind-blowing. And then you can charge like $100 vs $10 for a service, or $5,000 vs $1,000 for a service, because you put an offer together. And then it's all about e-covers and offer assets. And this is how you go and create and you can see here, Stephen is also talking about these earphones. Here, Russell is talking about, I can't spoil the things, but this was really my favorite week. I have this thing about putting offers together, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So, and then e-covers and create, basically this is where you go and make your funnel look pretty in a nutshell. Okay. And you go, if you can't do it yourself, if you're not a designer, they recommend very cheap resources. You go to Fiverr or Freelancer or whatever to go, and you can get things done for as little as $5, guys. It's not always the greatest people that you have to deal with, because sometimes, you know, it's like, it is that typical thing. If you're going to pay peanuts, you're going to get a monkey to do your job. Not being cruel, but that is basically it. So if you're willing to pay $50 to get this done, then that's great. I'm actually in the process of paying somebody to do my e-covers for me, because I just can't be bothered to design them myself. And yeah, and sometimes in the group where you're in, there are people that are designers, and you can do a barter deal. You know, you can say to the person, okay, what if maybe this person wants to need something else in your business and you can have that service, then you can say to the person, okay, you create me an e-cover and I'll do something else for you. Okay. You create, you have a catch-up day, you have mission review, and then it's publishing. Now, this is my thing. What I'm doing right now is I am publishing. Guys, this has changed my life. I have this YouTube channel with 30 plus videos on, which there will be a lot more coming on in the next few months or weeks. I have a podcast with almost 70 episodes. I'm not really good in writing. And writing is not my thing. I don't have a passion for it, but I do like to talk to people and teach people and do all of those things. And I have a Facebook group and I do lots of go lives and I do all of those things. That's publishing. And it's basically teaching you how to publish and the Epiphany Brief script. And this is also why I'm doing this video, because I use the Epiphany Brief script to tell my story on my personal Facebook page on how the OFA have changed my life. And it really obviously changed my life, guys. I'm very passionate about this. And the great thing about, you know, the Epiphany Bridge script is it's just the way it's laid out. You know, people relate to a story, you're telling a story. And that post that I did got over 100 engagements, which is the highest engagement I've ever had on any of my posts. So the script really works, guys. It really, really works. It talks about hooks. This is also one of my passions. I love to create hooks for people. Sometimes I have some brain farts. I don't quite get the right hooks, but if I put some thought into it, I'm really good in creating hooks as well. And then you go into week 2. Now, guys, you see this. You see how much you actually get. It is crazy. For $100, it's nothing. And then it goes catch-up day. So because it is so much to learn and so much that you have to implement, they do give you time to catch up, and mission review is basically to go and put those elements together. And then this is also one of my favorite weeks, is the core funnel strategy. And that is really also, you know, the goal is generating a lead, creating a customer. I actually spoke to you guys about that when we did when I did a previous video on creating a lead magnet page. And then it's just all about, again, you know, that whole strategy thing. And then guys can see, again, 25-minute lesson. This is, I don't even know how long this is. That's Julie's video. She's very good in explaining things as well. There's Russell's video. So again, guys, this is like hours worth of videos. Never mind the, you know, the documentations and things that you get with it. And then you've got, again, your e-covers and things. So this is where you, oh, sorry, I'm silly. And this is your, you know, where you put everything together. You build out your funnel. And then here in week 4 is your types of traffic. So this is where we currently are now, but because I've done a challenge before, I know obviously what's coming. So I'm going to show you guys, and I will show you that as well now, which is pretty cool. So this is the previous challenge that I did. And you guys can see here is your different types of traffic. So you've got paid traffic, earned traffic. Yeah, it's just not spoiling anything, but you know, you learn about traffic sources, because it's one thing to create a beautiful funnel, but if you don't have people looking at it, it's kind of useless, right? So you learn about that as well. Guys, it's great. And then one of my favorite things here is the bonus 30-day summit interviews. Here they went and interviewed the top people that made a lot of money with ClickFunnels. I'm talking a lot of money with ClickFunnels. And they interviewed them. How cool is that? You know, you've got these, you've got that, like, listen to the stories firsthand from people. That alone is like worth a lot of money. Guys, that's basically it. That is the challenge. And I really encourage you guys to go and do this for $100. It is well worth it. And you even get stuff with it. I mean, like that book. I don't want to smash things over here. Got a bit of a messy table on the side here. Okay, so you get this book, okay, that goes with it. Additionally, you do have to buy the Expert Secrets book, and you do have to buy the .com Secrets book, which is not a big deal, okay, because it's free books. You buy them, it's free books, but you just pay postage, all right? And if you buy the cookbook, you get, it's like an upsell, downsell, and a funnel. You get those for free. So I will put a link to that actually. And then you also get your challenge book that comes with it, okay? You get your challenge book, right? This is the physical stuff that you get with the challenge. I mean, this alone is like worth $100, all the value that you get. And then I don't have it with me because it's in my bedside table. I have a little MP3 player with like audibles on it from Russell. So that's, again, guys, that's a lot of value, okay? So you definitely, for the $100, you would definitely learn more than enough. to cover your fees. And there's people that makes thousands in this because they already had a product in mind and they just build out the product, they use this and they go out. And that's why I'm doing it again now, because I'm busy building a small business package for small businesses. And I'm using this challenge to keep me accountable. And I know when I leave this challenge, I'm going to make money with it. So yeah, guys, that's it. And this is the OFA review. I'm reviewing this for you guys so you can see what it's all about. And I strongly recommend you get it. And I will drop my link on the bottom of this video and you can go and check it out. And also, I will, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. But I'm very passionate about this. I'm very passionate about helping people to exceed in this challenge. And sometimes people start the challenge and they're very confused as to where to go, because if you're brand new at all of this, it's a lot to take in. But then you have support. So I encourage you guys to reach out to the support and help. Okay, help each other as well. Now, please do subscribe to my channel and like this video, please. If you do, don't do it if you don't, but please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And I will be doing lots more videos coming up about, building channels, building funnels, and creating offers and all of those beautiful things. And I will talk to you guys again. Talk soon. Bye.